I hope everything is going your way today. And I just have to answer this question about a post in a group I have on social media. And basically, I'm going to take you to the post. Let's go over here. I'm sharing my screen with you, but just bear with me about 10 minutes. This is interesting. We're going to answer this question. But let me to my group. And I had a question going. See if I can get my computer up and running. Okay, let me see. Let me go down. I got a bunch of information in this group. It's called financial literacy, but let me just take you to the post. It's coming up here in a second. Get paid at the pump. Man, I hope everything is going your way tonight, but let me, I'm almost there. Hold on. Hey, check out my podcast. Don't forget to do that. But let me share this post with you. Hold on. We almost there. Just give me. It asks the question, which debt would you pay off first? Your Capital One credit card or your Discover card? Now, if you look here, the Capital One is $854. The Discover card is $3,000. And the Capital is at 11, and the Discover at 19%. And I got a little engagement. 21 people reached this post, but I wanted to really answer this question because the people who answered, they gave an answer, but really didn't give the why. So we want to go into the why, and this video will hopefully help you eliminate this. So we're going to go to YouTube and watch a quick 5-minute video. Get you set up for what I'm going to show you, and then we're going to go over to Nerd Wallet and use their calculator to run some numbers. But let me just set you up on this credit card because I did a little research. Okay, so let's keep in mind our Capital One card is $854, and on our calculator we'll be putting 11% a year as your interest on that card, which brings that bill to about $75 a month. Okay? The Capital One card is going to be about $75 a month. And our Discover card, which is $3,976 at 19% interest, almost 20%. And we're going to use 19% for our calculations, okay? So we came up with about $366 per month. So keep those numbers in mind when you think of which one you would pay off first. And we're going to pay it off, and then we're going to do something with that money. And that's the whole point of this video, to show you how not only to get out of debt, but to create wealth off of your debt. Because I always say debt is a robber, and I'm going to prove it to you tonight. So let's slip over here to YouTube. Let me pull that up. I hope everything is showing on my screen. And we're going to start this 5-minute video. Here we go.
Today I'm going to show you what finance expert Dave Ramsey calls the debt snowball. It is the best and fastest way for you to get unstrapped and to be free from the bondage that debt can have on you. Let's take a look at our first column. This is a column of imaginary debts that we may owe places or people. So we got Lowe's here, the interest rate that we're paying right now on this $450 that we owe Lowe's for that grill that you had to have, or those power tools that were just the newest and the best for you, or the lights you had to put around your house. $450 we owe, and our minimum payment that we're paying right now for that is $50. What else? We've got Target. This was for the lovely summer dress that just looked so cute on you, and the shoes that you had to get with it, the accessories, and not to mention the pickles, the mayonnaise, and the ice cream for the lady to be pregnant. $650 you owe to Target right now, and the minimum pay.
And I want to say, if you'll notice what he has done, which one he is paying first. Is he paying from low or low to high? So keep that in mind also. This is called the debt snowball, okay? And I'm going to show you a different alternative method that you may not know about. So let's keep going on.
Payment is $30. One more thing, we got our parents right here that are loaning us some money because we had to fix. They owe them $1,600 at 0% interest. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for not charging us that. Right now, we're paying them $200 a month to try to pay off that debt we owe them. Now, we're paying the minimum payment. It's going to take forever. How do we get aggressive and really attack this? It starts like this. You have to come up with $200. How are you going to do this? I have no idea. But $200 per month, you have to come up with somehow. Maybe it's getting a second job for a little while just to add some hours so that you can come up with this money. Maybe it's canceling cable or satellite.
Keep that $200 in mind too. How can you come up with that $200? Maybe I can help you with that, but that's another video. Let's keep going.
Like TV. Maybe it's not having that mobile data plan on your phone. I don't know, but figuring out a way to come up with $200 per month. Watch how that's going to work for you now as we attack our debt. So we take Lowe's. We owe them $450. We've been making our $50 faithfully, and that's great. But that's going to take forever if we do that. So this is what we do. We take our $50 that we're paying, that $200 that we came up with, we add that together. It's $250 that we're going to start paying per month to attack Lowe's. Now, think about this. In a couple of months, $450 done. Lowe's is completely taken care of. Wonderful. Now watch how this is going to start ball as we go through this. Let's attack Target now. Hit the bullseye, if you will. We owe $650. We're paying our minimum payment of $30 right here. So we add $250 to that. Whoa, Joey, where did the $250 come from? Well, don't forget, we're no longer paying our $50 minimum payment to Lowe's. So we add the $200 that we already have to that $250. So now it equals $280 that we're paying per month towards Target. Now look at this. Just a few short months. What are we going to be able to do? We're going to cancel out that $650 debt. We're going to cancel out Target now. Let's continue. Now we've got our parents. So we owe them $1,600. We've been paying them $200 a month. Look how that works. We've been paying the minimum payment plus no longer paying these minimum payments plus our $200. So equal that out, $480 we get to pay our parents per month. And just before you even know it, parents taken care of. They're going to love you. They're going to say thank you for paying that off so fast. So you can see how it keeps piling up and how fast this thing actually is going. Now, how does this help you for the future? What I'm about to show you is amazing. Now, if you just pay your minimum payments like so many people do, guess how long it's going to take to pay off this whole board? Just by paying the minimum payment, it's going to take you 120 months. That's 10 years of being strapped. Now, if you were aggressive at attacking your debt like I just showed you, guess how long it would take for you to pay off this entire board right here? Only 21 months. That's a difference of 99 months. But it gets her. If you take the $1,110, where'd you get $1,110? Look at our payments right here. We freed up all of our debt, and by the end, this is how much money we have left over per month that we just have now that we're not past $1,110 at 8% for 99 months. Guess how much money you would have in that period of time? $992.30. If you take and invested at that, instead of paying minimum payments, we're investing now in that same amount of time. Look at that money. How much money is that? You buy a house with that in most parts.
See, you got to keep in mind the order. If you'll notice, he paid off his bills first. He got out of debt first. Probably built up an emergency fund. And then what did he do? It's a process, people. Let's keep that in mind. Let's keep going. In 99 months, it's going to come up in a little bit. I'm just giving you some clues to keep in mind. 99 months is about 8 years. Let's keep going. And remember that $1,100 is going to come back up. I'm going to bring it back up. Keep going.
Of the world. So think about this. The debt snowball now has created, in this period of 10 years, you're completely debt-free and you can pay off your entire house. That is simply amazing. But it's going to take effort on your part for you to be committed to the debt snowball. Let no debt remain outstanding except for the debt of love that we owe one another. We don't serve money, we serve God. Money serves us as we serve God. If you choose right now to live like no one else, one day you'll be able to live like no one else.
All right. Now that was pretty good. And we're going to slide over to our debt snowball calculator. And I'm going to tell you something. We're talking about the debt snowball. So according to our information with the Capital One and the Discover card on that debt snowball, we would actually be trying to pay off the Capital One card before the Discover card, just to knock that out and get some quick gratification. But we're going to learn, if you stick with me, how to avalanche your debt. Totally different from snowballing. Snowballing gives you a quick success, a quick fix. It will help. But avalanche will actually save you more money in terms of interest. And we'll explain that a little bit later. But let me run this debt snowball calculator and fill out this information for us. The first account we have is Capital One, right? I'm a pecker. Sorry about that. Capital One. And then it's a credit card. It's going to have, what was it? $854. Hey, man, and be sure if you find this information, if you enjoy this information, share it with a friend who may need this information. And like on that Capital card, we're going to do it at 11%. And the minimum payment, as we discussed earlier, is $75 a month. We're going to add another debt, and this will be our Discover card. And all of these are just examples. You can have your own information. You know your debt. You know what you need to do. You need to go fast, go slow. You buying a house, you need a car, get your credit up. You know, it's all on you. Okay, so let's keep going. The remaining balance on this card is $3,976. Interest on this card is 19%. Okay, so let's do the math. Minimum payment, I didn't put that in there. I'm sorry. The minimum payment on that is $366. My bad. $366. Now let's run the math. And this is NerdWallet. I like NerdWallet. I trust them for the information, and you can find your own calculator or review this tape later and try to get your own results. So let's look at it. The debt snowball calculator, our results. Our payment strategy. We got zero in there. As with the young man earlier, he was talking about getting an extra 200. And we're going to run some a little bit later. But let's look at this. Total monthly payment is $441. The interest is $473. The debt-free date on these credit cards would be the 11th month of 2020. The debt payoff order, they got here the Discover card and the Capital One. Let me show you something, how to use this calculator. Okay, I want you to understand your results right here. The payoff order. Switch between debt snowball and debt avalanche methods to see the difference in the interest you would pay each month. So let's hit debt avalanche. Okay, how to use the Debt Avalanche. All right, let's get down here to some information I want to share with you. Get out of debt fast. Okay, hold on. Debt Avalanche calculator. Okay, we're going to do this once again. Okay. Count name, capital one. It's a credit card. The remaining balance on that is $854. $854. Come on, Facebook. What's wrong? Okay. The interest 11%. 11%. The minimum payment on that is $75, right? Okay, we're going to add our other debt. Sorry, this computer's going a little slow right now. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's add another debt. Discover card. It's a credit card. The remaining balance on that is $39.76. On that, that's a 19%. 19%, and the minimum balance on that is $366. All right, let's do the calculation on this. But this is the avalanche method, which it means they're going to be attacking the one with the highest interest as opposed to attacking the one with the lowest amount. Because this avalanche is actually about more money because you're saving money on the interest. Nerd wallet. Let's see. Payoff 1120. 1120 capital one. Okay, hold on. Principal 1120. Okay, yes. You would pay it off on the 11th month of 2020, but you would get your savings in your interest. Okay, so hold on. Let's do this right here. Okay, let me see. This is the avalanche. Okay. 1120. It tells you the total interest you would save doing it that way. Let's look at the snowball. The slow-mo. Either way, you have the same debt-free day and pay the same amount. We've calculated the average snowball day for you. Either way, you have the same debt-free day and pay the same amount of it. Okay, cool. All right, let's go up here to our payment strategy. Let's put in here $250. If you could come up with an extra $250. Look, you will save even more. If you had an extra $250 to apply to your system, you would pay it off 6 months faster. That means this could all be paid off instead of 11/20/20, 12/2019. If you could get that $250 a month. Now I want to show you one more thing before I go. Let me go down here and pull up my calculator because I wanted to show you about this money he was talking about. And I got all kind of tools I can use. And this is my financial tool. And we want to do a periodic monthly investment. We're going to invest that $1,100 a month because that's what he said. Getting it at 8%. And we said that 99 months was equivalent to 8 years, y'all. I wanted to show you this. Look, watch this. You'd have $147,000. So whatever system you use, whether it's snowballing, which will get you there in 2020, or whether you Avalanche would it get you there in 2019. And that can't even be right because this is almost 2019. So my math is off somewhere. Now he said well, you have to go back and review the tape. But at any rate, whichever method you use, Avalanche or Snowball, and the Avalanche was a new one. That's why I wanted to show you that. But you'll be getting money back on the interest from paying it off early. And they had that down to 6 months earlier. But take that money, put it in an account that's drawing 8%, 147,000. Let me show you one more thing. What if you learned how to get more than 8%? What if you could get 13%? Okay, I just want to show you all of this. If you could get 13% because you got some knowledge on investing, look here. In 8 years, you have 184,000. That'll be a nice house and a nice car, wouldn't it? In just 8 years. Paying off all your bills, getting rid of all those credit cards, saving money on the interest, getting investment knowledge so you can open an account that'll get you 13. But let me show you this. Banks. You know, banks are 19%. Let's see what 18%. What if you had enough knowledge to be getting 18% interest? Let's calculate that, y'all. You have $232,000. Hey, man, that's it for me tonight. I hope you got some great information out of that. And like I say, you can go to Nerd Wallet, put your own bills in there, and it'll tell you how you should pay it off. But if you would like some extra information on how you could possibly come up with an extra $250 a month, maybe even $800, who knows? We'll have to do the math because the numbers don't lie. Again, I want to thank you for your time and energy joining this call. And have hey everybody, I'm sorry I couldn't get to wave to everybody, but I appreciate your to look for me on that podcast and send me those questions. Let me find the answer for you. We all got different needs in our lives, things we don't understand. And if you help me, I'll help you. And that's my promise from Richard, the Financial Advocate Medley. Hey, have a great night.